Anytime you get named Mr. Basketball in your state, that's a great honor. Being recognized as the best player in this state is a big deal.
I knew I wanted to play in the Big Ten, and I knew that I wanted to stay pretty close to home, so to be able to go to a school like Purdue, which is only 2 hours from Fort Wayne, it's been great. Over the summer when I first got there, it was definitely a big learning curve.
Caleb Furst, 2021 Indiana Mr. Basketball, getting the start here tonight.
Starting from day one was definitely something that I was very thankful for.
Quick pass into Furst, and that's good for two.
It kind of felt a little bit surreal at times.
It's kind of our issue in the culture of recruiting today, is that everybody wants it right away. That's what you want in terms from an individual standpoint, but from a team standpoint, you want your team to win. With Zach Edey and Travion Williams and Mason Gillis, we've gotten into some situations where he plays less, the game will get smaller. That's the hardest part to work through, is sometimes when your minutes go down and you did nothing wrong. You just got to stay positive and stay with it, and that's what he's done. He's been ready the next games and stepped up and played really well.
Obviously, everybody wants to start, everybody wants to play the whole game. But even if you're not, just the fact that I get to be on a team like this and the fact that I get to play meaningful minutes and all those things, I think it's easy when you take a step back to see the bigger picture, just to be thankful for all that you're blessed with. I'm originally from Fort Wayne, which is a couple hours north of Indy. I went to high school at Blackhawk Christian, which is a small private Christian school, and then my coach was Marc Davidson.
Coach Davidson and I go back. He played at Illinois. I played at Purdue.
Clemens got it back, found Davidson for two.
Just a hard-working guy. They're very lucky at Blackhawk Christian, to have him as their coach, because, he's just all about the team.
I remember my first summer at Blackhawk, I was running my basketball camp. Caleb comes into the gym, and I seriously thought he'd come to the wrong group. So I introduced myself, and I said, yeah, our middle schoolers start at 1. And he said, no, I'm in 3rd grade. And I thought, oh my goodness. I mean, he was head and shoulders bigger than everybody. Then he picked up a ball, and the kid had skill.
I had a great relationship with Coach Davidson. I'm actually best friends with 2 of his sons. We were able to accomplish some pretty cool things. We won 2 state championships. I firmly believe we would have won a 3rd if it wasn't for COVID.
2020 was obviously a strange year for everybody. I started feeling sick probably in August, September. So they started doing all kinds of tests. And then it was in October of 2020 that they discovered I had a large tumor that was on my kidney.
He texted me and asked if I could call him, so I called him, and that's when he told me. I didn't know what to say for sure. That was definitely my first reaction. And then, I told him I was praying for him and that I was with him and that our community was around him.
I went to Chicago and I had surgery October the 27th of 2020.
He was recovering from surgery and he was doing great. He was getting stronger and back to real life again, like he was lifting and he was competing and he was getting better. August 31st, we went to Chicago for a scan, and we found out then that they found this whole new mass in his stomach. I remember feeling like, wow, I think our life is changing here at this moment.
Doctors told me that unless the Lord intervenes, this is terminal cancer. We just kind of know that that's what we're up against at this stage.
If Purdue wins this game, they are alone in first place.
I cannot believe that's Welsh-Reimer.
I see him as a mentor. He'd text me after almost every game.
What's up, Coach?
Dutch, what's up, man?
Not much.
You guys ready for Northwestern?
Encouragement, things like that. We've talked on the phone from time to time, and I think it's been really good to have him in a different role like that.
Go do your thing tonight, okay?
Yes, sir, Coach.
I'm feeling a tip dunk from you tonight, man. All right?
I get you. All right.
Hey, I'm always proud of you, buddy. You do your thing, okay?
For him to do that, I think it speaks to the selflessness that he's full of. He's constantly not thinking of himself, but thinking of others and thinking of how he can serve others.
We got to play our game. We don't want to get sucked into playing some other style. We want to play our game, right? Play how we play. Guard how we guard, rebound how we rebound, push the basketball, okay? Physically, I feel like on game day, God just gives me strength because there's a lot of times before the game and I'm sitting there and I'm feeling horrible. And I'm like, I'm not sure how this is about to go. Work, Yosh! Work, Yosh!
I've always described him as he's a great coach, but he's an even better leader and person off the court. He really cares for his players. He really cares for those around him. I think it's very evident by the way that he lives.
His legacy is going to be what he put into his family,
Talk to him.
what he put into his faith, what he puts into his players. That's what he's about. He's a very selfless person, and he continues to show that in his approach to battling cancer.
He shared with me just how he wants to sprint across the finish line. He doesn't want to crawl.
Good job, guys. Good job. At the end of the game, I'll talk with the opposing coach, and I will ask him if he's okay if I share with his team a little bit. Very quickly, fellas, I've been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And I tell them, when you get a diagnosis like I've got, what it really does is it makes you realize what matters and what does not. And so, physically, I'm not in a good place. But I would tell you guys, there's a scripture that says when we are weak, we are strong. And right now I feel extremely weak. But what that does is causes me to press into the strength of God.
I see him just get up every day with a determination to sprint and to make every day count, every minute count.
This is therapy for me, fellas. I'm telling you. This is better than any medication they can give me. It's therapy.
And I'm just so proud. I'm so blessed that he's a father to our children, that they get to see such an amazing man.
Being around you guys puts gas in the tank, and it energizes me. And I so appreciate that. So thanks for the therapy session. Love you all. Proud of you guys. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team. I'm proud of you, man. Great job.